Welcome again to our free Facebook Live workshop hosted by both Craft Space as well as Satya City Mall. My name is Joey. I am a craft instructor from Craft Space. Today we are very happy and very excited to be able to collaborate with Satya City Mall to host this very special workshop in conjunction with Dragon Boat Festival, which is going to be on Monday, 14th of June. Yeah, so it is the 5th day of the 5th month of the lunar calendar. All right, so for those of you who have just joined us, welcome. I hope that you already have lunch and you are going to be able to relax and find a space that is comfortable so that you can sit comfortably while you enjoy the session. Now, like I mentioned, today's collaborator is Satya City Mall. For those of you who do not know where is it, it is actually located at Satya Alam. Okay. Recently, they have already completed their phase 2. So, as soon as you are able to go out, if possible, do drop by. Yeah, because it is a very exciting mall to go. Okay, why do I say that? Because Satya City Mall is actually one of the many malls in Malaysia that actually put a lot of emphasis into making sure that they are socially and environmentally sustainable. So they focus a lot in terms of improving their energy, water, and waste efficiency, yeah, to ensure that they give as little impact as possible on the environment. Now, a lot of malls in Malaysia, they will tell you that they are green building, okay? So Satya City Mall is also one of them, yeah? So they are green building. However, what is worth mentioning is that the initiatives that they put in to ensure that they are always the green building and they always making sure about taking care of the sustainability is, it can be seen in some of the very exciting or serious initiatives or awareness campaign that they have done. Yeah, so among others, they actually harvest rainwater to be recycled. Okay, they also do a lot of now initiatives to collect food waste from their F&B tenants and send them to off-site for compost to make it into fertilizers. Yeah, and best of all, this is one thing that I really like is they put a lot of effort into educating their shoppers or also give awareness on how to take care of the environment or how to live sustainably. So that is one thing that I can really excited to shout about because not many malls in Malaysia are doing the same, but this particular mall has put in a lot of effort. I'm pretty sure if let's say you are a Satya City Mall member, I love SCM member, you should know because most of the time, every year, pre-pandemic time, they have a lot of activities, a lot of workshops that is revolving this topic, yeah, sustainability, plastic free. So it is a very exciting place to go. So that is why I said, if possible, when it is possible to go out again, do pay them a visit. All right. So today, what are we going to do for Dragon Boat Festival? All right. So today we are going to make origami rice dumpling. So this is what it is going to look like. Okay. So if you can see, so it's there are a lot of methods making the dumpling, but we have come up with one of, we have decided, yeah, to make one that is very simple and at the same time very useful for everyone. All right. So like I mentioned in the post itself, today's workshop is not just for kids. Adults also can participate because, well, you will see later on. Yeah, I don't want to give you the surprise. All right. So before I forget, yeah, we also have a lot of inquiry or feedback or questions from the pre-registered participants. regarding the material list. Okay, so don't worry if let's say you do not have the required material, because after all this is arts and craft. We have also mentioned many times, for those of you who have joined us for many weeks, yeah, we are looking forward to use recyclable materials because our effort is also into doing green crafts to make sure that we achieve sustainability as well. All right, so that is why today, instead of all the material lists that you have received, if you have pre-registered with us, so you have received the material list from us, you can use it. However, if you do not have the materials, this is what you are going to do, because I am going to show you a totally different material that we are going to use, or that is mentioned in the material list. All right, so okay, first off, we will go through the sequence of today's workshop. We have a lot of pre-registered participants this week, so as like the many weeks before this, every time we will have a lucky draw session. So this week is of course the same. We will have the lucky draw session. However, because of the overwhelming response, so we are going to increase the lucky draw prizes from 3, which is the usual one, to 10 today. All right, 10 lucky draw winners today. Now, because of that is a very big number, so we are only going to call your name 3 times, and that's it. If there is no taker, if you are not in front of the computer, your chance will be forfeited straight away, 3 times only, because otherwise then we will drag it too long. All right, so how it works, in order for you to be part of eligible to be part of the lucky draw, you need to pre-register with us. So like what you see here, we have a lot of names in here. Okay, so we like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for signing up with us. Hopefully you enjoy the session. All right, so now let's begin our workshop. Now first off, let's go through the material list. Okay, first we will need colored paper, okay, or manila card. Why manila card? Is because we need a certain thickness in terms of the paper, so that it's easier for the kids to fold, especially the younger kids. Of course, the older kids, the teenagers, the adults, feel free to use a very the normal colored paper. Yeah, so green color is preferred because dumpling is green. However, there is no limitation in terms of color selection, so you can use any other colors. Now, if let's say you do not have colored paper, what can you use? Now, this is the fun part, and this is where your creativity kicks in. Yeah, you can use recycled paper. This is one. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have this at home, recycled paper. Of course, if you have the colored one, it will be the best. Otherwise, white is fine. Okay, you can draw shapes, you can color it later on. Now, what else can you use if let's say you do not have recycled paper, you don't have colored paper? Cereal box, tissue box. This definitely you will have a lot at home unless you have thrown it away. Now, for us to encourage our kids to go green, or to live a more sustainable lifestyle, these are essentials. Yeah, instead of buying all the craft materials and all that. So all these boxes, please keep. Okay, if you do not have this, I am pretty sure you will have this. Paper bags. Okay, so today this is what I am going to use to make our dumpling. So you have option for the paper, which is the main material for the rice dumpling. All right, so the next one is yarn or string. A lot of people, a lot of parents feedback that, oh, I do not have it. Never mind. What can you replace it with? You have thread. Okay, you can use, this is the best one, you can use raffia string, which we always get if let's say we tapao. from outside, they will always give you this. Don't throw it away. This is precious. Okay. Otherwise, you can use plastic bag. So this is what I am going to use later. Okay. If you do not have all this, you can always use paper as well. Okay. Paper. Of course, paper is a little bit more flimsy. So if you can, try to use cardboard or cereal box. Okay. So that is for the string. Or you can use ribbon. Now, when it comes to ribbon, best to use the cloth type. Okay. So if you opt for ribbon, make sure it's the thin type, not the thick type. Yeah, because if it is too thick, then you will not be able to cover it nicely. Okay. So that is our second material. The third material is cutter or scissors. This is our best companion. Okay. So we will always need this. And then we need our glue. So if you can see, most of our session is done using only materials that are sustainable. We can use double-sided tape, but it is not sustainable because double-sided tape or the normal cellophane tape is single-use plastic. So in order for us to encourage the kids not to use single-use plastic or live a plastic-free life, so we need to start encouraging them to use more glue, hot glue gun. All right. So yeah, it can be messy, but they will get used to it. All right. So this is one, and then we need long ruler, pencil, as well as eraser. Okay. In case you make mistake, you need to erase it and draw it again. Okay. And then after that, it will be on the decoration part. Okay. If let's say you have decorative beads, for example. Okay, so you can get it ready. Otherwise, then we can just leave it as is. Okay. If you want to, if let's say for example you have tassels at home that is no longer in use, you can use it to decorate it. Not sure whether you can see. Okay. If not, then we will make from scratch. Now, in the material list, I have also put in an option to prepare pom-poms, dried flowers, cotton ball, essential oil, as well as perfume. Why? Very simple. Well, we have already made this. All right, it looks like a pouch. Okay, and I personally, when I make something, I always emphasize that it has to be functional. It has to give a purpose. Yeah, so it is nice to see, nice to look at, but it also must serve a purpose. So that is why this one, if let's say you have all the options, yeah, the optional material, what we are going to do is we are going to turn this into a fragrant pouch. Okay, so we can put our cotton ball or pom-pom, and then we drop a few drops of essential oil, or we spray with perfume, and then we keep it inside there. Then it will keep your house smell nice. All right, so are we ready to start? So hopefully you have found comfortable space. Sit down, relax, and enjoy. For those of you who join us the first time, I have to repeat and I have to remind you, craft session is supposed to be a relaxed session. So if you cannot follow, because I know some kids, they like to make things neat, so don't worry about it. You can always watch the replay of this video because it will be made available on both Craft Space Facebook as well as Setia City Mall Facebook page. All right, after the session. Okay, so main thing is you must relax. Okay, so first and foremost, let's get our pencil, our ruler, as well as paper ready. Now this is what we are going to do. We need to cut a long strip of paper. Okay, and the size of it is, your length is 29.5 centimeter. If you are using a A4 paper, a full A4 paper, so the how you call that? The length itself is 29.5. Is exactly 29.5 centimeter, and then the depth is 4.5 centimeter. Okay, so 29.5 by 4.5 centimeter. All right, so this is the strip that you will need. So let's do this first. And for those of you who are using cardboard or in fact paper bag, what you can do is, if it is a small one, then we need to combine it to make it into the size that we want, okay? So let me just quickly cut this open, and then after that we can start. So let's do this together. All right. So we talk about Dragon Boat Festival. Any one of you know the story? If yes, do share with us and type into the comment section while our kids are doing the workshop. Because as far as I'm concerned, there are a few of version, yeah, of how Dragon Boat Festival is originated. Okay, the one that is more popular and one that we always learn in school, it has to do with the story that commemorates the death of the patriotic poet and minister named Chu Yuan. All right. So that is the story that I have heard. Now, for those of you who do not know the story, what you can do is you can Google it up and type in Chu Yuan. If not, then you can actually Google and type in Dragon Boat Festival. Now, to make the story short, yeah, he is, like I mentioned, he is a very patriotic minister as well as a poet. So he wrote a lot of great poetry during his time. Now, what happened is that he was in exile due to a disagreement with his king. Yeah, so he was banished. And he was so sad because the king actually decided to join force with the Qing state. Yeah, so despite he has already persuaded the king not to join forces, but the king still go ahead and join force with Qing because they are very popular, very powerful state at that point of time. So he was banished, and he got very sad, of course. Then after that, when Qing actually took over the Chu state, what happened is he committed suicide. Yeah, so he committed suicide by jumping into the river of Milo. Okay, Milo River. So the locals, yeah, who admired Chu Yuan a lot, when they heard the news, they actually rushed out, yeah, in their boats to try to search for him. Okay, so that is the beginning or the origin of the dragon boat race. Yeah, so they actually paddle their boats up and down the river, making a lot of noises, yeah, by drumming and all that, try to look for Chu Yuan. But because they can't find Chu Yuan or his body, so they started making sticky rice balls and throw it into the river. Why? Because they are hoping that if Chu Yuan is in the river, they hope that the fishes will not eat his body. Yeah, so they will eat the sticky rice instead. So that is what we call the rice dumpling, or in Chinese we call it as 粽子. Yeah, all right. So that is the basic story of what I still remember. I hope it's the right one. So if not, please let us know so that everybody can enjoy the story. Okay, so we have our first strip done. Now, this strip, now we are going to fold it in triangles. Yeah, so let me just show you. This is the folded one, so you can see if, let's say, I will put it together, it looks you will have folded line of a lot of triangles. Okay, so how we are going to fold this? So I hope that you are ready. So you should put your paper facing down on your table so that it's easier. My instruction given to you will be based on what you are supposed to do. All right, So you just listen to the instruction. You don't have to look exactly at what I am doing, because it may be a different image. Yeah. So first and foremost, we take from the top left, your top left corner. Okay. So you have top right corner, bottom right corner, top left corner, and also bottom left corner. Okay, so you have to make sure that you know where is your right hand and your left hand. So make sure top will be here, bottom is here. Okay, so when you put it onto your table, so top left corner will be this side. Okay, for you. Okay, all right. So this is where we go. So from top left, we fold down to make triangle. So we align it with the bottom. So we take top left corner, fold down, and make triangle. So you should have this. Okay, so top to bottom. Okay, so this is the first step. Second step, we will have the triangle in accordion folds. Okay, so we will fold inward, outward, inward, outward, all the way until the end. But it is not in squares, but in triangles. Now, so the next step is we fold it to the back. Why? Because we need the triangle. Okay. So when you fold it to the back, then you will have this. You will see straight line here instead of a triangle. Okay. So now what you need to do is you turn behind. Okay. Where you have the first fold. Okay. Your first fold should face you now. So next, you fold it again to the back. Okay. Then you will have like this. After this, you turn it again to your back. Okay. Turn it. Okay. So always work on the side where you have the fold. Yeah. So you will have this fold here. So always work on this side instead of the other side. However, when you along the way when you fold, right, you will have always end up with this side, the one without the folding one. So all you need to do is you just turn it. Always turn it to the next one. All right. So the next one, you fold it again. Now remember, we are making accordion fold, but in triangle shape. Okay, in triangle shape. So the next one, again, we fold it back and then fold triangle. Okay, fold it, we turn it back and then we fold it triangle. Now anyone struggling with this? Okay, if you do, please let us know. Okay, now if you just join us, okay, the size of your strip, okay, let me just repeat. The size of your strip is, your length is 29.5 cm, your depth is 4.5 cm. Okay, so far this is how your fold looks like. Okay, if let's say you fold it accordion, you fold the accordion fold. Okay, so we continue until the end. Okay, make sure you have a very clean and clear fold lines. Yeah, that is what we want ultimately, because when you have that, you will be able to fold the dumpling in shapes easier. Okay, all right, so my last triangle, and then you will see that you will have this rectangle. Okay, you will left with this tiny rectangle. So what you need to do is you just fold it to make sure that the other side is still a triangle. Okay, okay, so you just fold it down like this. Now you have all, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 folds, but you have 12 triangles altogether. If let's say I open it up, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 triangles and 1 rectangle. Okay, so this step clear? Okay, so now let's put it down so that your triangle will be facing your left side and your rectangle will be on your right side. Okay, triangle left, rectangle on your right. What you need to do is, I need you to draw a line after the fourth triangle. Okay, so let's count. This is where you are supposed to draw the line. Okay, so if I were to take this and count, so this is the first triangle, second triangle, third triangle, fourth triangle, and then you see there is a straight line here. So this is where you need to draw a line. Okay, so we quickly draw a line with the ruler, and then you have the line here after the fourth triangle. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you draw in between the fourth and the fifth triangle. Okay, so now we see that we have drawn the line. We will have to start preparing our string. All right, now for those of you who do not want to have the string, it's fine too. What you can do is you can just tie it and then put it like this. Okay, it looks good too. So when it comes to craft or crafting, there is no boundary, there is no limitation, there is no strict rules how it should be done. So it always depends on your preference. All right, so some may want it like this, some may not like the tassel, so it's fine. So just as long as you like the way you want it, it's good enough. Okay, so now we are going to fold this and shape it into the rice dumpling shape. Okay, now do take note that always remember, triangle is on the left, rectangle is on the right. Okay, so we are going to look at this line. We try first. Okay, before we start, we have to shape this for the first 4 triangle to make it a diamond shape. Okay, so we need to shape it like this. Okay, all right, we have to shape it like this. Now, how to shape it? Remember the line? So you have the top and the bottom, right? So your bottom left should touch the line at the bottom. Okay, your bottom left, if let's say this is your paper, right? So if you put on the table, your bottom left corner should touch the bottom of the line. Okay, so you just fold like this inwards, and then you will have this 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now then you will be having the other side of your line, which is the top part. This is where we are going to put the string. All right, so this side, is it clear? Any questions? Our dear admin, is there any questions on this side? If you have, please type into the comment section. Okay, so what we need to do is, again, let me repeat. Okay, what you need to do is, from the bottom left corner, bring it up to the bottom of the line. Okay, fold it upwards. And okay, then you will have the diamond shape like this. All right, okay, so next we will get ready our string. Now like I mentioned just now, we are going to use plastic bag. Now if some of you may say that, oh, such a waste to use plastic bag, you can use it to, you know, as a trash bag. Yes, true, you can use it as a trash bag. However, you may have some plastic bag that is part broken, so you can still use it. Yeah, so the handle is good. So what you can do is you cut off the handle, because it is sturdy and it is used to hang things anyway. So we can use the handle. If you do not want it so big, you can cut it half. Okay, so just open it up and cut it half. Okay, so that it looks thinner. Now this part, if you have string or you have yarn, or in fact if let's say you use a raffia string, it is fine. Otherwise, then if you want to use cardboard as the alternative, it's fine too. Okay, so we need to tie knot at the opening. Okay, we tie a knot at the bottom there. So it will look like this after you tie the knot. Okay, it will look like this. So here is where you will hang it. Alright, so this we will have to put at the top of the line. Okay, so this is, we will stick it in the middle like this. Okay, you may not be able to see because of the color of the plastic bag, but if I use a brighter color, like for example a yarn, let me just quickly cut this off. Okay, so if we cut it off, there's a yarn. Okay, so we stick it at the top. Yeah, so make sure you put it lying down on the table. So top line is where your string supposed to be attached. Okay, so you can just attach it here, top. So you can put it down a little bit so that it is more sturdy. Okay, so you can just stick it on. Now to stick it on, what you can do is cut a small strip of paper. Okay, any paper, because it's hidden anyway, so you won't be able to see. So put glue. Of course, if let's say you are using plastic bag as the string, so I will suggest you to use longer paper strip, so that you can cover the whole surface. Okay, here you can either use the glue stick or you can use craft glue. If you want it to be more secure, you can use hot glue gun. Okay, so I will quickly stick my plastic bag here. Okay, so this is how it looks. So top line, yeah, top line. So now we take our fold. Okay, so the triangle, you know the middle point of your triangle, right? So you have the long side and then two short side. So the joining part of the two short side from your first triangle should touch the bottom of the line, or in between the fourth triangle and the fifth triangle. So this part, we need to get it right first. Okay, so what you need to do, just make sure that your first triangle is supposed to be on your left hand side. Yeah, remember, triangle is always on the left, rectangle is always on the right. Okay, so use the joining point of the two short sides of the first triangle, the corner, and then fold it to the bottom of the line in between the fourth and the fifth triangle, the line that you have drawn. Okay, top part you have already put the string, bottom part is where you need to join. Yeah, so it will look like this, a little bit like diamond shape, but there is an opening here. Okay, so you will be able to see from outside, you would be able to see 4 triangle. So this is one. Okay, this is the second one, third and fourth. So 4 triangles. Okay, clear this part? Okay, so you just hold it like that because you already have the fold line. So the fold line is supposed to be jutting out. Okay, the fold line jut out. Okay, you just hold it like this. to make sure that all the four triangles, the fold line is facing outwards. Then it will look like a 3D diamond shape. Okay, so now what we do is we have to fold the rest of the triangle. Okay, so we go to the 5th triangle. So the 5th triangle, we just follow. Okay, we just fold the first 4 triangle, we just fold it like this. We just follow the lines. We just fold. Always follow the lines. Okay, and then fold it. So because just now when we did the triangle, right, we have all the fold lines already. So we just have to use the fold line and then go around it, and then you will have the shape done. Okay, so I will repeat one more time, yeah? Okay. Okay, so this part, we have the line between the 4th and the 5th triangle done up. So if you need a clearer picture, so this is how it looks like. Okay, so 4th and 5th. The top bottom of your line is where you attach your string. Okay, so attach your string at the top. Bottom is where you are going to join with the 1st triangle. Alright, so bottom is where you are going to join with the 1st triangle. So the 1st triangle, which side to use? Because we have 2 corners, right? So the corner where the 2 short sides join. So we have the long side of the triangle and then 2 short sides of the triangle, right? So we use that corner, the 2 short sides where it joins. Okay, so that corner, we bring it down, okay, to the bottom of your 4th and 5th triangle, the bottom of the line there. Okay, so how you do it? You just put it like this. Okay, you just put it like this, and then from the top you will have this shape. Okay, if I want to hold it nicely. Okay, so this is how you will look like. So if I fold it so that you can see the diamond shape, it's basically, you can see that there are 2 triangles here and 2 triangles at the bottom. Don't look at the rest first, okay? So let's look at this. So if you flatten it, it will look like this. You will see 2 triangles. And then if you turn the other side, it also 2 triangles. What you need to do is, you just fold your fold line upwards, okay? Then it becomes 3D. Okay, so it will become 3D. Now this is a little bit flimsy. So that is why I said, if let's say for younger kids, it's best to use manila cut. Okay. Alright, so as long as you have a hole in here, then you are good to go. Alright, so let's go back to this. Okay, so this part, once you have done this part, what you need to do is you just fold according to all the other triangles, yeah? So the other triangle, you just follow. So like for example, the 5th triangle, you just close up, because we need to cover the whole thing. So we close up and then see where the end joined. Okay, so when the end join, then after that you see the line, then after you fold it again according to the line. Continue to fold, fold, and then fold until you reach the rectangle. Okay, until you reach the rectangle. And then now you will have your shape of the dumpling. Okay, so it's always fold the same side. Okay, follow the shape of the initial 4 triangle, and then you will come to this shape. Now if let's say you cannot follow this, you can watch the replay in a while. Okay, so the last step is, of course, we need to close up this gap, because here we have a gap. Okay, so this is where we are going to put our cotton ball dip with essential oil, or if you have pom-pom, you can also do with pom-pom, or if you just want to leave it as is, then you can leave it as is. Okay, so just make sure that before we close this gap, you put in the potpourri or dry flour. Okay, so and then after that we will cover this. Now before we cover, so we see that one part of it, there is a tiny triangle that is jutting out. So this one we need to trim off. Okay, either you can cut it off, or you can just fold a tiny triangle and leave it. Okay, so we can just fold it like this. Okay, otherwise just cut it up. Okay, so it's fine. Next, we have to put this rectangle and then shove it into this hole. Okay, just shove it inside. So we don't even need to use glue to stick it on. Okay, so just shove it in. And then shape it nicely. And then you will have it. Okay, this is the dumpling that is done. So next step is we need to tie the string, because for dumpling, right, we will tie string in order to make sure that the rice does not come out. So we will use the same. So but for decorative purpose, we can use either yarn, or we can use paper, thin strip of paper. You can just stick it on. Alternatively, you can use ribbon. So what we do is we are going to use ribbon. Let's see. Okay, so cut long strip if you have ribbon, so probably about 1 meter. Okay, just roughly. Okay, you don't have to be exact. Okay, and then so we have one long tail and one short tail. Always remember, when we start off, we have one long tail and one short tail. Put your short tail on your right hand side and long tail on your left side. Okay, short tail on your right side, long tail on your left. Okay, so hold on, make sure this is your top where your hanging string is. Okay, so your ribbon or your string should come from the back. Okay, so when you hold your dumpling, you have the front side and your back side. Okay, so front side, back side, you need to make sure that you are very clear of it. Okay, so hold your dumpling as is, like this, with the string hanging upwards, and then use your big thumb. Okay, so use your thumb. We will use our thumb and index finger. So thumb, index finger, and middle finger. So these probably are the 3 fingers that we will be using it. Okay, so short tail, you hang it on diagonally. Okay, so this is how we hold on, yeah, with, and then you hold it with your thumb. Okay, so hold it with your thumb, diagonal, yeah, we make it diagonal. Bring your yarn to the back. Okay, bring your yarn to the back, and then after that you go downwards, diagonal as well. So you go around here. Okay, from left to right we go diagonal, and then we go down, and then we wrap the bottom. Okay, from left to right, always go left to right. Okay, always go left to right. Okay, then after that you follow the flow of your ribbon or your string. Okay, so what you do is, from the front we hold it with our thumb diagonally, we bring our long tail to the back. Okay, and then diagonally from left to right, and then use your index finger to cover it, to hold your string, and then bring your string to the bottom. Now this part is a bit tricky, but at the end of the day, what we need to do is we just need to tie the dumpling together, okay? We just need to tie. So it doesn't matter how you tie it, as long as you are able to tie it, okay? So the next part is after you bring your yarn up, okay, we go the other way around and then do the same. We cross it, so make a cross here so that it is a more sturdy knot, okay? So we cross it, and then after that we go back downwards, and then we cross it again. Okay, and then we are done. Okay, so you should be able to tie this, but don't worry if let's say you are not able to tie like what I've mentioned. What you need to do is you can just put your string, okay, and tie it one round. Just go one round. It's fine too, okay? So as long as you have a tiny ribbon on your rice dumpling, it's good enough, okay? So don't overcomplicate it, okay? So what can we do? Now we can just tie it first. Let me just quickly tie the ribbon, the simplest version. Okay, for the younger kids, yeah. So just tie it. Tie a tiny ribbon. And then we are good to go. Okay, so as long as we have a ribbon, it's fine. So we can trim off the rest. And then adjust our ribbon a little bit so that it looks aligned or in the middle. And there you go. Okay, so this is your complete ribbon on your rice dumpling. Next, we can add tassel. If for those of you who want to add tassel, now tassel you can either use your string or your yarn to make it. Alternatively, you can use paper, or you can even use a plastic bag to make it. What we are going to do is we will use paper. Okay, whether it's recycled paper or any types of paper is fine. If you want to fold it, so we use a longer paper, so we can have a few more folds like this. Okay, so we need to cut tiny strips for those that are able to. Otherwise, if let's say you are using yarn, then we can cut strips of yarns. Okay, and then we tie them together. Okay, so like I mentioned, we will use paper. So what we do now is we fold the paper because we want to cut short in terms of our cutting time. Yeah, so we fold it a few rounds and then we cut tiny strips. Make tiny strips. So some of you may take would not be able to cut too tiny. It's fine, so don't worry. Okay, we will only cut it to probably about 2/3 or 3/4. Okay, so leave the top intact. So we cut it to probably about 3/4. Okay. Then we continue to cut tiny strips all the way to the end. Okay, so leave the top part intact, and then after that we can open it up. So when we open it up, we make sure that we trim, because some part, the folding part especially, we need to cut it a little bit to make the strip smaller. Okay, so let's cut this first quickly. And then after that, we can start to roll this together. Okay. All right. Okay, so the last part. So after you have cut, you should have all these tiny strips, yeah? Top part is still intact. Bottom part is where you have your so-called tassel, yeah? So now we need to roll this to make it like this. But before we roll, we need to put our string, okay? So we need to put string inside there. So it's either you use yarn again or you use plastic bag. So if let's say you use plastic bag, so make sure the top, the folding part is inside, and then the opening part is out on top, because later on we need to tie this. Okay, so we need the folding part at the bottom. So this is where we are going to roll the paper together. Okay, so we roll this together, make it as tight as possible so that it will not come out. Alternatively, you can put glue first before you roll, okay, so that it's tighter. Okay, so we roll all the way to the end. So you may need to tidy up the strips because it will all jumble up. Okay, so it will fight with each other. Okay, okay, so we just adjust as we go along. Okay, so until the end, what you need to do is you put glue. Okay, so we stick it with glue. Okay, and it is done. So here, what you can do is, if let's say you want to make it more colorful, you can add a tiny strip to cover here, like this. Okay, it's up to you. So let's do this. We cut a tiny strip, and then we put glue and stick it on. Now you can also put in beads if you want. Okay, if you have decorative beads, you can use it. You can just slot some of the beads inside here, okay, in between, like this. Okay, so here, the sample here, I put 3 beads in before I tie. Okay, so once it's done, so we can attach it at the bottom. So how do we attach it at the bottom? If you can see, if so happen that your ribbon is at the bottom here, you can put it here. You can tie it to the ribbon. Okay. Otherwise, you can stick it on using glue and paper. Okay. So that would be the easiest one. Okay. So you can cut strips of paper and then stick it here on top. And then after that, you can stick it on. Okay, tiny strip will do. Okay, not too big, because otherwise then we don't want the strip of paper to be seen from the top. Okay, so you can just do that. Alternatively, if you do not want, you can slot in to any of the sides from the bottom. Yeah, you can slot into any of the sides where there is an opening, so you can just slot it in like this. So you may need scissors to help you a bit. Okay, and then you're done. Okay, okay. So okay, I will slot in here. This should look better. All right. There you go. Okay, so your dumpling is done. Okay. Now, if you have done it, then if you want to show us how you do it, because we show you the steps, doesn't mean that you have to follow exactly. You may have your idea, you may add on your own element. Okay, so if you have a different design or a different different way of tying your string or tying your ribbon or tying your tassel or design of the entire rice dumpling, please share with us your photo so that we can also share with the rest of the participants. Okay, so this is what makes us appreciate creativity more. Okay, doesn't mean that, you know, when it comes to crafting you have to follow exactly. Okay, you must have your own element to put it in. Okay, we just show you the basic steps how it should be done. Or if let's say it is too complicated for younger kids, doesn't matter, as long as it can be done in a certain way, it's fine. Okay, don't overcomplicate things, like I always say. All right, so is this good? Yeah, it's good. So I hope that you have enjoyed the session. I know some of you may struggle. Don't worry, you can watch the replay. Okay, otherwise then definitely you are able to fold if you practice a few more times. Okay, main thing is you need to remember what I said just now, which part to touch which part. Then after that you can just follow the fold line and then you keep wrapping the initial 4 triangles. That is the main thing. And then after that you tie the ribbon. Okay, so it's almost time, so we will wrap up the workshop and then we will do the lucky draw because we have 10 names that we need to call. So I will only call your names for 3 times. If you are not here, we will move on. Okay, so we are going to forfeit your chance, then we will pick another name. All right, now how we are going to do this for the first timer, when your name is called or your kid's name being called, because I will be calling your kid's name, please type in your kid's name and tell us that he or she is here. For example, if I call Joey, so you have to type into the comment section and say that Joey is here. All right, so you have to type in Joey is here and not I am here, because I will not know who are you. Okay, so to ease our moderator's job, so please type in the kid's name and then followed by is here. All right, so let's pick 10 names. One name I'll call 3 times. Okay, so let's pick the first name. Jaren Tan Kai Lok, parent Ang Meng Siu. Okay, Jaren Tan Kai Lok, parent Ang Meng Siu. I'm not sure whether you can see it. Okay, so Jaren Tan Kai Lok, if you are here, please type into the comment section and say that Jaren is here. Okay, so Jaren Tan Kai Lok, so this is the first name. Now let's go to the second name. Yuen, parent Eve Lim. Okay, mommy Eve. Okay, if you are here, please type in Yuen is here. Okay, so this is the second name, Yuen. Alright, so let's go to the third name. Adriana Shah, parent Siti Nur Fadila. Oh, by the way, before I forget, happy birthday, Adriana. Today is your birthday, and we hope that we can do a shout out for you. For those of you who do not know, today is the actual day of Adriana's birthday. So if can, please send her your birthday wish, yeah? So Adriana Shah, if you are here, please type in Adriana is here. Yuen is here. So let's put this one side. All right. So Adriana Shah will be the third name, yeah?
U-Y-N, right?
Yuen. Mommy Eve Lim.
U-Y-N or U-N?
Yuen.
No, then you must show me.
Okay, Yuen. Mommy Eve Lim. Eve Lim. Okay? Yuen, Mommy Eve Lim.
Not U-Y-N.
No, no. Yuen. Y-U-E-N. Alright? So Yuen. So the fourth name, Tan Zi-en. Parent Tan Chao Yong. Okay? Tan Zi-en. Parent Tan Chao Yong. Alright? So this is the fourth name. Okay? Tan Zi-en. Parent Tan Chao Yong. Okay? So, please take note, yeah, when your name is called. Okay. So the fifth name is Muhammad Firas Hayan. Parent Muhammad Shaharuddin. Tan Zi-en is here. Okay. Tan Chao Yong. Okay. Tan Zi-en is here. Okay. So last call for Jaren Tan Kai Lok, Adriana Shah, and Yuen. Okay. So the fifth name, Muhammad Firas Hayan. Parent, Muhammad Shaharuddin. So, Muhammad Firas Hayan, if you are here, please ask mommy or daddy to type in and say that Firas is here. Okay? So this is the fifth name. Firas is here. Okay, good. Congratulations, Firas. Okay. So 2 out of 5. So Jaren, Adriana, and Yuen. Okay. So, okay. Tan, yeah. So the sixth name is Tan Zi Xuan. Mommy Sito Kit Sao. Okay. Tan Zi Xuan. Mommy is, I think is mommy or daddy. Sito Kit Sao. Okay. Tan Zi Xuan. Right? So, Tan Zi Xuan, if you are here, please ask your mommy or daddy to type in the comment section and say Zi Xuan is here. Alright? So, let's go to the seventh name. Ishat Fateh Ashik. Mommy Anis Aznira. Okay? Ishat Fateh Ashik. Mommy Anis Faznira. Okay? Ishat, if you are here, Ishat, by the way, is one of our top fan, yeah? Because he has been joining us every week. So congratulations. Ishat Fateh Ashik. Mommy Anis Aznira. Right? So this is the seventh name. Alright. Go Jin Han. Mommy Jenny Tan. Go Jin Han. Mommy Jenny Tan. Go Jin Han. Mommy Jenny Tan. Okay, so if you are here, please type into the comment section and say Jin Han is here. Or Go Jin Han is here. Okay? Any? Ishat is here. Okay, so 3 are here. Congratulations, Ishat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more names before we do a last call. Okay. Yu Huai-en. Mommy Jasmine Liu. You. Okay. So this is the one, okay? Yu Huai-en. So I'm pretty sure you are here because you mistaken Yuen is your name, okay? So Yu Huai-en, Mommy Jasmine Liu. Alright? So type in quickly. Okay? So Huai-en is here. Okay. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, last name. Delphine Stevenson. Mommy Diane Stevenson. Okay, Delphine Stevenson. Mommy Diane. Okay,
Xuan is you.
Z Xuan is here. All right, Z Xuan, congratulations. So 6 are here. Oh no, 5. Okay, 5 are here. Delphine Stevenson. Mommy Diane Stevenson. So, Delphine, are you here? If yes,
Go Jin Han is you.
Go Jin Han is here. Okay, Go Jin Han is here. Congratulations, Jin Han. Okay,
Delphine is you.
Delphine is here. Congratulations, Delphine. Okay, so now left Yuen, Mommy Eve Lim. Last call for Yuen, Mommy Eve Lim. Adriana Shah, birthday girl. Adriana Shah. Mommy Siti Nor Fadila. And also Jaren Tan Kai Lok. Parent Ang Meng Siu. Last call. We give 1 minute because it's heavy rain right now, so line may not be as stable. So Yuen, Jaren, Adriana. Okay, 3 names. Anyone? Let's look at our admin or moderator. Okay, let's see. Anyone? Not yet.
What the names?
Adriana Shah, Mami Siti No Fadila, Jaren Tan Kai Lok, it should be Daddy, Ang Meng Siu, and then Yuen, Mami Eve Lim. Okay? So we wait for 1 minute. If let's say there is no takers, then we will forfeit and then we will call our 3 new names. Meanwhile, while we wait, because we want to make sure that we don't drag too long. Now you know that we have a Father's Day contest coming up, and visual is already up. The terms and conditions are up. The rules are up. So make sure you submit your masterpiece, your artwork, your final artwork by the 18th of June, which is this Friday at 3 p.m. Yeah, by 3 p.m. latest time, okay? But as and when you already completed your artwork, please make sure that you post it up onto the Facebook page of your dad or your mom and then hashtag it with CS Father's Day Contest. Now, for more information, our moderator will type into the comment section of the link so that you can refer to the post itself. All right. So now I know that a lot of parents are very excited about the contest because we have a lot of questions and inquiries. Yeah. Now do take note that you can give suggestion, you can give recommendation, but the final artwork should come directly from your child. Okay. Please let them do it the way they want, because ultimately this is a gift from them to their daddy. Now, if you as parents, if you want to do one either for your father, your dad, or your husband, please submit one of your own. All right, so you can have one of your own and one from your child. It doesn't matter. But what we want to see is effort from the child, original idea from the child, not from parents. Okay? Because I know I've seen so many competitions when we say that there's competition. One look at it, you know that it's definitely not a child's work. Okay? Because it is too neat. Child's artwork will not be neat. Okay? So we know. Not to say that all, but most of them are not neat. They are creative. Okay? So the criteria that we are looking for is also the same. We are not looking for neatness. Okay? It need not be neat. It has to be creative. And it has to use recyclable materials. So in the list, we have mentioned what are the materials that you can use. Alright? The main materials are those of the recyclable materials like plastic bottle, cardboard, cereal box, plastic bags, yeah, tin, glass jar, the old glass jar, recycled glass jar. Those are the things that you can use. Of course, you can paint it, you can glue it, hot glue it, but you can only use sustainable materials, yeah. We will not accept foam sheet, all right? Because foam sheet, EVA foam sheet is single-use plastic. So if, let's say, some of you ask, can I use cellophane tape? Can I use balloon? Can I use double-sided tape? As much as we can't see it, but here to tell you, no, you can't, because those are considered single-use plastic. So anything that will do with single-use plastic, we do not encourage it, okay? Or don't buy it. This is supposed to be a zero-cost gift, all right? It's a challenge. So, of course, if let's say you tell me that, oh, but I have a lot of balloons at home, but still, those are new balloons, we keep it, okay? For plastic bag, okay, you can use the plastic bag, but don't buy new plastic bag and don't use new plastic bag, okay? Only the recyclable ones, okay? All right, so 3 names are not here. So we are going to draw the last 3 names, okay? Timothy, Mommy Donna, okay? Timothy, Mommy Donna, she is the, I think, one of the last sign up this morning, okay? So if Mommy Donna, if you are here, please type in, okay? So Mommy Donna, your kid, Timothy, has won a lucky draw. So if you are here, please type in. So that's the first name. Second name, Charlotte Chai, parent Yi Chao Yim. Charlotte Chai, parent Yi Chao Yim. Okay. Charlotte Chai, parent Yi Chao Yim. So if you are here, please type into the comment section, yeah, Charlotte. All right. So, second name. And the third name, Emma Tong, Mommy Cecilia Hall. Emma Tong, Mommy Cecilia Hall. Emma Tong. So if you are here, please ask your mommy or your daddy to type in Emma Tong is here. So anyone? Still no? Okay, so if no, then we are going to do the last 3 draws. Otherwise, then we will snowball the gift to next week. Okay, last 3 names that we are going to call. Let's give a good shake. Okay, so Charlotte, Timothy, and also Emma. Are you all here? Nope. Okay, so let's last 3 names. Hopefully it will be you. Chiu Wen, Mommy Chia Po Kam. Chiu Wen, Mommy Chia Po Kam. Okay. Chiu Wen, Mommy Chia Po Kam. So this is the first name. So this we put one side. Okay. Chiu Wen, Mommy Chia Po Kam. So next name,
Chiu Wen is here.
Chiu Wen is here. Okay, good. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 more names. Lim Elvin, Mommy Chong Siu Hyung. Lim Elvin, Mommy Chong Siu Hyung. Okay. So Lim Elvin or Mommy Chong Siu Hyung, if you are here, please type into the comment section and say Elvin is here. Okay, last name, Manisha Arjun, parent Sangita. Manisha Arjun, parent Sangita. Manisha Arjun, sorry. Manisha Arjun. So parent Sangita. Okay, so Lim Elvin and Manisha, if you are here, please type in to the comment section. Otherwise, we will conclude with 8 lucky draw winner with 2 snowball to next week. Because the longer we drag, the longer the workshop is going to take. Okay. So we do not want that. So if Manisha, Arjun, and Lim Elvin are not here, then we will conclude it, and then we will snowball these 2 into next week. All right. So don't have. So we will have these 8. That is confirmed. Go Jin Han, Tan Zi Xuan, Yu Huai En, Delphine Stevenson, Tan Zi En, Chiu Wayne, Ishad Fateh Ashid, and Muhammad Firas Hayan. Congratulations to the 8 of you. You will get gift voucher from Craft Space. Yeah, this gift voucher you can redeem it for any online classes or DIY kits from us. Yeah, so you will be we will get in touch with you or your parents and that to get the details on how we can send over the voucher. Okay, all right. So we will conclude today's session. Once again, we thank Satya City Mall for being our collaborator this week. If you want to find out more about what is their offering, please go to their Facebook at Satya City Mall. Okay. For those of you who would like to follow our Facebook for future free workshop, please follow our Facebook at Craft Space MY. Okay, Craft Space MY. So until we meet again next week for Father's Day workshop, have a good weekend and enjoy. Bye.